drag the webhook action onto your storyboard. If you look at the webhook options, you'll see that Tines gives you a webhook URL, a path, and a secret. Now that we have the webhook action set up, I'm going to go ahead and copy this webhook URL, and then for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to bring in an HTTP request in Tines. This HTTP request is going to simulate a dummy payload going to this webhook action. I'm going to replace the HTTP request URL with the one I just copied from the webhook action. Now running the HTTP request action should cause an event to trigger on our webhook action. On the webhook action, we can look at the events. Under the body object for the webhook action, we can see that these are the values that were set up in the dummy payload. Just for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to bring an event transform action onto the storyboard, link them together, and then simulate receiving and transforming this data. Now because I want to receive the actual data that's being sent to me instead of receiving it as text, I'm going to switch to builder mode and change the function to formula. Now that I've changed it to formula, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the webhook and re-emit the last event. Now you can see that our event transform has received the data, and the data that we received was foo and bar. If we look at the webhook action for the field that we looked at, the array example we've referenced contained foo and bar. Now whenever that webhook action receives a valid payload, it'll become the trigger for starting whatever story of Tines actions you have connected to it. If we go back to the HTTP request and change the array example to different values, we can see that this event should cause the new data to show up. And this is how you can receive data into Tines via webhook payloads, which will also give you the ability to process and manipulate this data any way you want. If you're interested in creating more projects and wanting to learn how to automate more cool things in Tines, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out my other posts.